Well, many people have been using the Google Classroom, and you've been quite successful in getting yourself into the Google Docs environment and accessing the documents and using them. Now let's get you to really get efficient in that with a few, maybe 3 quick tips. You know that the big thing about the Google Classroom is I can share the assignment documents with you. You request me to do that by sending me a Gmail, and then I put your name on the list of those people who share the document. The important thing, of course, now is when you get the document, it's just like wanting to find out what we're doing in the face-to-face class. But you have to come to the classroom. So the next step tells me that you actually came to the Google Classroom. Yes, so you read the document over very carefully, and at the end of the documents that I share with you, there's a comment section. Now, I all know that you came to the Google Classroom when you go to that comment section and you put down your ID number and your name, and you tell me what you plan to do with that information that you've just read. And if you have some difficulty with that, you can write that there too. Remember, this document is shared between you and I can see what you write there, so I can help you out. So I know you've made it to the classroom when you write in the comment section at the end of the document that you've read it and you understand it's there, or that you have some questions. What's the next thing that you have to do? Well, the next thing is, just like in the face-to-face classroom, you would like to get about doing the assignment. In the Google Classroom, that means you have to create a document, and you have to share it with me. That document is where you're going to write your report, do your budget, or whatever it is that the assignment calls you to do. And when you open it and share it with me, now we can work on it together. In the face-to-face classroom, you can ask questions and get some answers. In the Google Classroom, you work on your document, and if you have a question, you just type it in there. Remember, you shared that document with me, and maybe you shared it with some of your classmates. That's how you can get your answers in the Google Classroom. So it's very important that you create that document and begin working on it so you can have the opportunity to get your questions answered. Eventually, you're going to be finished doing your work on that document. What do you do then? Well, I'd like to mark your work, and so I want you, just like everybody in the face-to-face classroom, to send me your work in using the NSCC webmail account. Now, when I'm checking on all the things you've done and all the things that have been sent to me by any student, I go to the NSCC webmail system and I put in your student number, and that tells me everything that all the things I've sent you, all the things you sent me, and so the whole story is there. So it's important that you download the work that you've done in the Google Classroom to your computer and attach it to an email that's going to come to me in the NSCC webmail so I can mark it. You did a lot of good work, let's get it marked. That's easy, 3 easy steps. All you have to do is, when you read the document that I share with you, go to the comment section and put down some information, including your student number, name, and what you're going to do with that document. Begin the assignment work by creating a document, name it so we know what the document is, and I will be able to share it with me, and I'll be able to answer your questions as you do that document. You'll eventually finish your homework or your assignment work, and you can then download it and email it to me just as if you were in the face-to-face classroom. That way you can begin to see some marks in your mark report from the work you've been doing in the Google Classroom. Look forward to that happening.